What is going on, friends and fellow artists? This is Matt, aka Mr.E in 3D. Guys, in today's video, we are going to be starting a new project, a new character build, and it's one that I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with. Now, when I originally started the channel, my plan was to do an original character for my character series and follow that up with a prop replica. Do a character, prop, and so on. However, right now I am in the process of upgrading the printer that I plan to use for my props. It's going to be a much larger, much better printer. And for the character side, I'm still designing and doing the concept work for my next character. She's just not ready. So this kind of puts me in a conundrum because I still want to make content. So what do? Well, I decided that I'm going to give myself a little bit of an artistic challenge. And what I've decided to do is create a character in my style from pop culture. Take a character from anything and just see if I can build out the silhouette, the style that I'm using for all of my other characters, but do somebody that people will recognize. Now, at first I thought about doing animation, comic books, because my characters do tend to be more cartoony by design. And as soon as I went into the comic realm, I knew exactly who I was going to do. I have decided that for the next 3 or 4 videos, I am going to design Nightcrawler from the X-Men. Now, Nightcrawler is my favorite comic book character of all times. It was an easy choice, but also he's a very interesting looking character. He's very unique, very dynamic. He's going to be really fun to just design and pose and print. I cannot wait. So here's the first video. It's a video of me creating his head. I will follow that up with a video where I create his hair. I'm going to show you guys a couple techniques of how I go about doing that. And then we're going to build out his body. And then we'll follow that up with a final video where I pose him and print him. Super excited. Can't wait to show you guys what I'm going to do. Let's go. All right, guys. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to just go ahead and show you the key commands out the gate. And as the video plays, you should hopefully be able to follow along with what I am doing. So here we have my generic head. You're going to see this in a couple minutes when I start to customize the head. But essentially, these are the key commands that I'm going to use. I'm going to switch this over to vertices so I can show you a little easier. When I select, I'm simply going to highlight the vertice by clicking on it. If I want to select multiples, I will shift click, or I will hit B for box select and select everything within the box. And as I continue to select, you will see I simply add to it. I don't remove the ones that I selected previously. Now, having done that, if I want to grab or manipulate, I will click the vertices that I'm choosing. I will hit G for grab, and I can move them in any direction. Or I can limit it along the X, Y, or the Z lines by hitting G along the X, G along the Y, or G along the Z. Okay. Other than that, if I want to scale vertices together, I would S, and I can scale them in close together, or I can scale them apart. If you guys pay attention, you will see me select a face. I will hit E for extrude. I will pull those faces out. That will happen several times. If I decide that I want to remove or create a separate model based off of a selection, I will hit Shift D to duplicate those faces, grab Z or any direction, and then I will hit P to separate the selection out and create a completely separate model from the one that I'm working on. I'm not sure if it's going to come up in this video, but it is something that I do tend to do. So something to keep an eye out for moving forward. If I decide that I want to merge vertices, I will select 3. I will hit M for merge, and you can pick where you want them to merge at. If it's at the last, if it's at the first, whatever. And other than that, guys, you will see me do Control R for loop cuts. This will add a line and further subdivide the surfaces. And other than that, the only other command you guys are probably going to see me do is use the knife utility, which is K for knife. And that allows me to cut the surface in any shape that I want. And just hit enter at the end, and that finishes the line. So guys, from here on out, I'm just going to turn this into a time lapse. You guys can watch the creation of the character. I'll be back out there in a couple minutes, and I will finish up the video with some final thoughts. All right, guys, so there you have it. My first version, my first draft of Nightcrawler's head is now complete. I'm pretty happy with the results so far. Now, I will go in offline. I'll do a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of modifying, but as always, at the start of the next video, I'll let you guys know exactly what I changed. Now, at the end of this video, you saw I had a head of hair and a pair of eyes that I brought down over the model to show you guys where we're going moving forward. Now, if you've been watching my other videos, you know I have an entire file filled with different sets of eyes with different expressions for my original character series that I'm doing. I simply went in, found a pair of eyes that worked, imported them, and they're perfect. Now the hair, it's just a mock-up that I made from another model. I liked it, I thought it fit, I imported that as well and brought it down into position. And though I like the spiky anime look that it's giving off, it's not the final version that I want to use. So in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a couple different hair techniques that I use for my characters. And I think at the end of that video, I'll decide what I'm finally going to do. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support that I'm seeing. I'm really enjoying this process. I definitely want to do it again. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have a character from pop culture that you would like to see me build in this style, let me know in the comments. Again, this is a really fun project. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Definitely going to be doing it again. So guys, thank you all so much. Have a great day.